I've wanted to do this one for ages. We're going to beautiful Alsace with this 2021 Riesling from Domaine Paul Blanc. We're here, eastern France. The area has a continental climate with cold winters and warm, sunny summers. The 15,500 hectares of vineyard are spread over a narrow strip stretching over 100 kilometers across the Bas-Rhin, Lower Rhine, and Haut-Rhin, Upper Rhine, with the most famous producers and vineyards, but by no means all of the potential, concentrated in the latter southern portion. The vines are set between the foothills of the Vosges and the Rhine, and Alsace draws its superpower from the mountains. The fertile soils of the plain pump out high-yielding mediocrity. The Vosges conjure the magic. They provide a rain shadow, making this one of France's driest regions and allowing for fantastic flavour development. The upended ancient seabed and collapse of the Rhineland mountain range churned up a smorgasbord of geological treats: schist, shale, sandstone, limestone, granite, gneiss, clay and more. Plus you have all those nook and cranny exposures and the free-draining, low-yielding, sun-intercepting, yield-limiting effects of rocky slopes, with vineyards planted up to 450 metres high, but most revered sites closer to 250 or so. Speaking of, there's been a Grand Cru appellation here since 1975, and 51 sites now hold the distinction. There is currently no Premier Cru status in Alsace, but there are several lieux-dits, literally named sites, parcels long recognised locally for their character and quality, and you'll often see them on the label. AOC Alsace accounts for some 72% of the region's wine. About a quarter of production is Crémant d'Alsace, traditional method sparkling wine with a minimum of 9 months aging on lees. Alsace's fresh, flavourful wines enjoy a gastronomic reputation among the French, who lap up 70% of production, and a lot of that production, more than 40%, is sold by cooperative sellers, which enjoy a deservedly high reputation here too. Alsace is the French ground zero for varietal labelling, i.e. explicitly naming the grape rather than leaving it to you to do the detective work. 4 grapes are accorded extra respect as noble varieties: Riesling, Muscat, Pinot Gris and Gewürztraminer. Though a few sites are granted an exception, these are the 4 varieties allowed to carry the Grand Cru designation. They're also permitted to produce 2 other styles of wine: Vendange tardive, late harvest, denoting a wine made with overripe berries and ending at varying degrees of sweetness, and Sélection de Grains Nobles, or SGN, luscious wines produced by grapes affected by botrytis, aka noble rot. Both these labelling terms can be applied to Alsace and Alsace Grand Cru wines. Riesling is the most revered and most planted variety, with about 22% of plantings. Pinot Blanc, and this stat includes its frequent blending partner Auxerrois, is snapping at its heels, but a whopping 55% of that is grown for fizz. Exotically effusive Gewürztraminer comes next, and then Pinot Gris, an aromatic, spicy, ripe geyser is oceans apart from crisp, neutral Pinot Grigio. Pinot Noir is the black grape of the family, where 90% of production is white. Fragrant, charming Muscat is barely a blip on the radar. The grapes are generally allowed to express their personality with frankness and purity, whether dry, sweet or anywhere in between, without winemaking getting in the way. This Riesling is typically generous on the nose: yellow apple, lemon, peach, even a hint of pineapple with flickers of honey, toast, flint and kerosene. It's dry and comfortably medium-bodied, juicy and soothing as it goes, with ripe acids rippling through.